Hey there, this is Bruce, and today I've got a game for you with the Tier 6 Japanese Battleship Fuso. I love this ship, I featured it before, and let's jump right into the action. This is already 5 minutes gone on this map, which is very standard, and nobody really wants to go through the middle, and that's why I'm still on my way to my first real battle zone in the west. So far not much happened, at least not for me. Just traded a bit of long-range fire with some of the battleships, but nothing really fancy happened. Hopefully this will change very, very soon. And one other thing, usually when you have those nice or amazing or interesting games, you are at top tier. So this is a tier 7 game. So I'm not top tier, I'm mid tier. There are also some top tier 5s in here, as you can see. Alright, so now I'm just trying to evade the island here. Not the most efficient route, I guess. And I managed not to beach, and this cruiser shows his face again, so I can miraculously shoot all my guns and not get intercepted by the island, so that's nice. Unfortunately, that's where my luck ends. I don't get a lot of damage for it. But okay, we're now gonna turn in and face those. So there's at least 2 more battleships over there. So let's engage those. And yeah, as we can see, these are 2 tier 5s, so we should be able to deal with those. And so far, we're in a very advantageous position because the enemy doesn't see us, but we see them, so I can shoot over the island. I'm hidden behind the island, whereas I can shoot them, so that's very nice. And state of the game, if we look at it, it looks amazing for us. The enemy lost 5 ships, we lost 2, so this should be a slam dunk, really. But let's see. I'm predicting there's going to be some turnarounds here. Alright, but back to the present engagement. I want to shoot these guys, but unfortunately now I'm very close to the island, so I can't really shoot over it anymore, so I have to wait until I clear it, until we've passed by, and then I can take my shot, which I'm going to do right now. I'm actually shooting at the ship behind, the New York, rather than the König. Well, one of the reasons is basically that you can Citadel in New York at this range, but you cannot Citadel in König, so you kind of expect a bit more damage from the New York. So this is why I shot at the one behind. And again, taking the shot, it's showing a nice broadside. And we get a hit, we don't see directly how much damage it was, but it was actually more than 10,000, so that's a very good hit. The Fuso has of course 12 guns, so that's a lot of firepower, but these guns can be very imprecise, so it's sometimes a bit like a shotgun. Alright, now the enemies were behind the island. I use my spotter plane now in order to to see those guys, and it works nicely. They don't expect this, they still show broadside, and with the spotter plane I can land a very nice salvo on the New York. 2 citadels, and that finishes him off. Very good. Now, the König is remaining, and he's sort of trying to run, I guess. So let's see whether we can damage him some more. Still I'm in that spotter plane mode, taking the shot. Unfortunately, I'm not very used to shooting in this mode, so these shots really fall short, so we don't do a lot of damage. And now, yeah, we can't give him another shot. He's vanishing behind the island. So I'm fast forwarding a bit because the map has cleared somewhat, and I have for a few minutes now nobody to shoot at really. So I'm fast forwarding, and you see the kill feed here. It's all red. Like the enemy is finishing our ships off one by one, and suddenly we're actually behind. 1 ship at the moment, now 2 ships. So the enemy, the destroyer there, it's a tier 7 destroyer. He's really finishing off my teammates one by one. I can't really do much. So that's a bit, yeah, unfortunate, and I still have nobody to shoot at. So I'm trying to team up with my Scharnhorst friendly here and going towards the enemy cap, so maybe we can pull something out of the ahead here, somehow capture maybe. And here's the enemy destroyer, but at 15 kilometers I have no hope really of hitting it. But now finally there's an eligible target. A cruiser shows up and very close. 12 guns. We should be able to finish him at 3000 HP, but nope. We do hit him, but only for 2000 damage. Damn it. So we have to wait for the next salvo. The Fuso has a bit faster reload than the American counterpart, so we should be able very soon to finally punish him. And shooting all at once, some sort of sequential fire, try to hit the area, and that helps us here. 2 shells hit him, and that kills him. Nice. So now we're 2 ships, the enemy has 4 ships. It's not looking very good. But the cool thing here is that the friendly Scharnhorst is in the enemy base, and while he is in the enemy base, the enemy doesn't gain any points over time. So this is basically our one play here. I mean, we can't really capture with enemies around. They will always reset our cap, but we can prevent them from getting more points as long as we survive in the cap. So that will be the last straw here, basically, that we want to... the last play that we want to make here. Maybe that helps. Okay, now there's the Nagato with distance. I'm lucky that I didn't get any damage here. Like, the Nagato has very precise guns. It's an amazing ship, and super powerful. But fortunately here we didn't get any damage, and now I'm quickly angling so that upon his next salvo I wouldn't get so much damage if he hits me. Okay, so now my target now will be this Byron here, because he's showing broadside. Now he finished off my friendly, and now I'm the last guy here. Fortunately, he still is in broadside mode, and I quickly pull the trigger, and bam! That's a nice hit. 19,000 damage. You don't get that very often. Also, the Byron cannot really be citadeled, but with the Fuso, it is very good at punishing broadsides, even you know, if you don't land a citadel, but if enough shells hit and penetrate. That's a lot of damage. We've seen this here. And next one will be the Nagato. He's farther away, but he's also showing broadside. Might be a mistake on his side, but not as much damage as against the Byron. And after the shot, I quickly angle again. I don't want to get too much damage from these guys. Now it's 1 against 3, but the Nagato continues to show me broadside. And you see, relative to the terrain, he's not moving very fast, so this is why I can land very precise shots, and bam! This is where I finish him. Now if he had played that correctly, there should be no way for me to kill him that easily. In fact, if it's a bow-on battle, then the Nagato should win because he has much better, higher caliber guns. Anyway, we continue. The enemy destroyer came back in the meantime, but I don't see him right now, he's in the smoke. What I do see is this cruiser here, and bam, I can finish him as well. Wow, this is going really well. I'm on a kill streak here. I got a bit lucky there that I could finish off this cruiser before he could vanish. That was 10 hits in 1 salvo, so accuracy, RNG helped me there. And now, look at the points. It's 1 against 1, but we're ahead on points, and this is because we were in the cap all this time, and the enemy didn't gain any points. So now basically all I have to do is play for time. In a battleship, 1 versus 1 against a destroyer is not very nice, but I don't have to engage. I don't have to engage him, I don't have to kill him, I just have to survive for 2 minutes, and then we win by points. So this is why I'm running now. Doesn't seem very manly, I suppose, but tactically that's the smart choice. Because the only thing that basically can give us a loss here is that I eat torps and die. And if I run from him, it will be very hard for him to torp. He would have to chase me first. Okay, so I'm running, pointing my guns in his direction, where I last saw him. And now I should probably change direction every now and then, because if he does catch up to me, I don't want him to be able to torp me very easily. Okay, 1.5 minutes, so we almost did it. Doesn't seem like he will be able to finish us. In fact, we were able to repair just now, so we have more HP now. So we should be able to do this. Nice, and I'm not even in the cap anymore. I don't have to be in the cap. We are already ahead on points. I was prepared to wait it out, and the destroyer now realized that he's not gonna win by waiting, so he has to engage me. And this is why he starts shooting. I fire in return. I get one shell hit, but that's enough to do a lot of damage already. My front guns aren't turned yet, but soon they will be. And then this destroyer should be in a lot of trouble. I think he knows this. Whenever a destroyer is in trouble, they reflexively pop smoke, which is what he's trying to do. Take the shot. I saw he was slowing down. I get one hit, and with the front guns, I get another hit, and he's dead. Wow! So that's a solo warrior. We turned a 1 versus 4 into a 1 versus no one. We killed them all. Nice! So that's my second solo warrior in almost 5,000 games. You don't get that very often. In fact, I think it's the most rare achievement to get. So now after seeing this game, I hope you know when you're in the right position what to do in order to get it. If we look at the damage, it's not very impressive. 111,000 damage. I got more in other games, but I think the thing here is that we played tactically smart, and we had a bit of luck, which allowed us to get the solo warrior. If we look at the team score, the enemy destroyer actually has more XP after we control for him losing, so he probably did more damage than us. But it wasn't enough to stop us, so we won the game, and we got the solo warrior. Nice! So I hope you enjoyed the game. I certainly did, and see you next time.